As teachers, we are lifelong learners, and we always want to find ways that we can improve upon our own teaching practice. And the best way is to learn from others that have such a different experience from our typical ones. We really get to collaborate and work with people from all across the world, which is such a rare and unique opportunity that I really think is so beneficial to helping your pedagogical practice being brought to the next level. Some people are lucky enough to be born in a place where they're going to receive a fantastic education, and other people are not. So a big question is, how do we end this inequality, this big gap between the different types of education people are receiving? And I think programs like this are so important because it really shows it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters the teacher in the room and the teacher's dedication to the craft. And that's what's really going to help any kid receive an all-star education that they deserve.
Teaching is something that you can always grow and improve at and learn from through all the collaboration we've had with the teachers here. It's just always ever evolving and ever changing, and there's always new skills and strategies to learn and implement in the classroom.
We all have the same struggles, no matter where we are, no matter what country we are, no matter what nationality we are. Children are children all over the world, and teachers are teachers all over the world, and it has made us a much closer community. I feel that we are a unity of teachers and that we can learn and help each other. It does make us understand that we all have the same struggle, and that if we are struggling the same way, then we can use the same strategies and the same techniques to be able to solve the problems that we have. And if we go in with an open mind and an open heart and are willing to share our knowledge, then we can definitely make a difference in the lives of children and teachers.
Yeah, it's only going to make us better teachers in the long run by collaborating and sharing our best practices with one another. So for sure, just improving education globally.
I joined the LRTT Fellowship because I believe it's so important to educate young people all over the world, because there is a crisis at the moment where 160 million students around the world are not receiving a decent enough education. One of the first questions I asked the teachers that I worked with was, why do you want to become a teacher? Why did you become a teacher? And the answers that I was getting back were the same, and it just goes to show that it doesn't matter what context the school may be and what context the country might be in, that students are benefiting from the dedication and the professionalism of teachers all over the world. And going into this fellowship, it was really important for me to impart that upon the teachers that I would be working with, that it is not just about getting results anymore, it is about teaching the whole child, and that is really going to help them when it comes to finishing education and moving on into the big wider world.
I had wanted to teach abroad before I even became a teacher. I have learned several skills and strategies that I can bring back into my classroom. I think more broadly what I have learned is just how similar education is in Malaysia and America. I feel that education is one of the most important avenues that we need to explore and develop. What I've learned in LRTT is that many teachers are struggling with the same challenges around the world, and we have different approaches. So if we can learn from each other how we're tackling those challenges, then we can not only incorporate that into our own classrooms, but we can bring that knowledge back to our own Board of Education, to our own systems, and we can improve locally and globally education as a whole and make lives better for children around the world.
Obviously, with being a teacher, it was something I was interested in. I've done a bit of travelling, so it was a good way to see another country. Also, because I've been in education for a few years, I thought it was a way of giving back, and also just hearing about experiences from different parts of the world.
Some of the teachers that we met had accepted that some things were just part of teaching and they wouldn't be able to change it, whereas I think we've opened their minds to different ways of doing things that make the job better, make the learning experience better. And I think it's that collaboration and sharing that enables everyone to become better educators.
So there's no real right way of doing things. We all had a common goal to educate, but we had different ways of going about it. Learned things from them, they have taken away things. Even in school we have learned things from the Malaysian teachers. So
yes, and that all across the world the problems are still the same. Kids are kids, you know, we all try our best as teachers, and that, you know, we can face things together and work out problems and issues as a team.
I guess it's like experiencing teaching through another lens and not as a teacher always on the front line. It's really interesting to kind of see things from like, kind of step back and kind of take everything in as a big picture. Like for me, I really love to observe like different teachers teach because everyone has their own unique style and everyone has something that you can take away from. To help better your own teaching. Good teaching can help break all language and cultural barriers because I got to sit, you know, in classes that spoke only in Malay. If you use good teaching techniques and good teaching strategies and you make your lesson engaging, you can still pick up on it and pick up on what's going on. So it's not really the language that's the barrier, but really it's the teaching techniques and the pedagogy behind it. It's kind of getting ourselves out there because as teachers, like we're really in this together. No matter where we are in the world, we share the same struggles, the same challenges, not reinvent the wheel. So if we have techniques that we're already using that works, or we have resources that work, it's good to kind of go out there and just to share that knowledge and share that experience with everyone else. They can have a lot to share with us as well. Like, it doesn't matter where we are, kind of just going around and, you know, sharing what we know and sharing this passion we have for teaching. So.
I think I've learned too much to even list about different teachers, different learning styles. I've just grown so much as a person and so much as a teacher, and I'm learned that to make your lessons interactive is absolutely crucial to be a good teacher.
I've learned a lot about kind of to be less reliant on technology even when we have it in the UK, because I think perhaps there's a little reliance on that. Just because we have it doesn't mean that we should be using it all the time, and to go back to some practical methodologies. It brings together teachers from all over the world, so although the fellows are from the West, it's different countries within the West, so we're sharing practices amongst ourselves, but then going further across the field, then it makes it kind of sharing on a wider scale.
We've got our own styles, we learn from other people, and everyone's constantly learning and growing and finding the best way for them.
And also learning that challenges that we face are the same as those no matter where you are in the world is quite an interesting realisation.
Both of my passions are traveling and education. I love the idea of Southeast Asia and I wanted to combine both, so it was a perfect program for me. The teachers that I observed, they were phenomenal, and their strategies they used, the love for their own self-development, it was really something to see. I also am going to incorporate many of those strategies in my own classroom. When you combine the different ideas we have globally, and still understand and see the love that you have for education, it really will expand your ideas and open your mindset. And I think sometimes we all get into this idea or this very closed idea of what education is in our own surroundings, but when you actually look beyond that and you travel and you see that they're incorporating the exact same type of maybe love and idea of how we want to really change the world, and starting with our students.
And that combined makes you an amazing teacher.